Hey everyone, I am so excited to bring you a Rogers graduate that is currently serving in the military. So today we have with us Jonathan. Jonathan, would you take a minute to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
My name is Jonathan Dennis. I went to I graduated Rogers in 2018. I'm currently in the Marine Corps. I'm an E4 corporal, and I'm currently living in Japan.
Nice. So you are all the way across the world from us. I'm so glad that we were able to connect and make this happen. So, Jonathan, did you decide when you were in high school that you were going to join the Marine Corps, or what did that decision look like for you?
Well, after I graduated, I was working at a collision repair place for about 3 years, and then in late 2019 is when I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, that I wanted to join the Marine Corps. Well, it wasn't the Marine Corps first. I didn't know which branch to join, so I just went down to the Florence Mall, walked in, talked to the first recruiter I seen, which was the Marine Corps one, and it just kind of went off from there. So
Yeah. So, had you ever thought about joining the military when you were in high school?
yeah, there was a thought because my dad did it, and then a bunch of my people in my family were in the military, so I knew it was a thing that I could do.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So I know there's so many different career opportunities within the military. Could you tell us a little bit about what your job is and what that looks like for you? I know every day I'm sure is different, but could
yeah,
you give us a little idea of what it is that you do?
yeah. So I'm a motor T transport operator. So think of it as the UPS for the military.
Oh,
So we drive big trucks, we deliver equipment, gear, anything someone needs, we deliver it for you.
okay. Yeah. So that's really interesting to me because I've always heard that for every job in the civilian world, there's a job in the military world as well, that's similar or that could be transferable. So what would you say has been the best aspect of you serving in the military?
I'd have to say the travel, because in the past 4.5 years, I've been to the Philippines, Korea, Japan, mainland. You get to do a lot of travel, and you get to see a lot of cool places.
Yeah,
So
so coming from Green Hill, Alabama, did you ever think that you would be living in Japan?
no, not
I'm
at
sure
all.
it's a little bit different culture.
It's different, but it's very nice to see like the other side of the world for a change. So
Yeah. Absolutely. So with travel in the military, now obviously you have to work some when you travel, but do you get some downtime? Do you get to be a tourist when you're overseas and get to see some really cool stuff?
yeah, most of the time, the most recent field op I was on, we were in the Philippines, and you'll have a group of individuals that go really early to
Mhm.
kind of like retrieve all the gear and stuff from boats, and usually the chain of command will give you some downtime to go explore wherever you're at and stuff like that. And usually at the end of the op, they'll give you usually like 4 or 5 days to go off and explore also. So it gives everybody a chance to go see like another part of the world.
Yeah. That's amazing. And the fact that, I mean, obviously it's your job, you're getting paid to do it. And I'm sure the military covers those travel expenses.
Oh
There's
yeah.
there's a lot of benefits being in the military as well. But so we talked about probably the best aspect for you, but what would you say has been the most challenging aspect of serving in the military?
The challenging, a lot of people would say boot camp, like trying to get into it, but as long as you have a really good mental fortitude, you'll be fine in the military.
Yeah.
Uh, Other than that, it's really just being away from your family. Like if you're a really big family person, and like me, like I'm a really big family person, So when I got orders to Japan for the first time, it's kind of like you just got to accept the fact that you're going to be thousands of miles away from everybody. So, but you'll end up building like a very close knit friend group that you'll end up calling your family. Like I got, which most of the guys that I've been best friends with throughout all this are moving, getting out, stuff like that now. But like we still talk every day, FaceTime. Like the friends you'll make in the military will be with you in your whole life, like
Yeah.
no matter what.
It really is like a brotherhood, sisterhood, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So there may be some students that are watching this interview and might have an interest in the military or maybe just be a little bit curious. What advice do you have for students that are still in high school that maybe aren't sure if they want to, or maybe not even sure what they want to do when they graduate?
Uh, uh, that's how I was. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know if I was gonna stay at the job I was gonna stay at. I mean, the most you can go do is just go talk to them. Like,
Mhm.
don't get it wrong though; they're gonna sugarcoat a lot of it to get you to sign the paperwork. But if you go in there and just ask like the hard questions, like, "Hey, like I know this much so far. Like, can you tell me just honest to God what's gonna happen?" Uh, I can't speak on the other branches, but for like the Marine Corps in general, boot camp it is rough. It's just it's all mental.
Yeah,
There is a physical aspect, like you got to stay somewhat physically strong, but for the most part, if you can just put up with someone yelling at you for 24 hours straight, you'll be fine.
yeah,
So it's if you don't know if you want to join, just go talk to people.
yeah.
They're recruiters for a reason. You don't have to sign anything. Just because you go talk to them, you don't have to sign. Just
Hmm.
go see which branch fits you best. If there's a certain job you're wanting in the military, you just take the ASVAB test, see if you qualify. If you don't, your recruiter will be more than likely to help you try to get to the score you need to get the job. So,
In fact, students at Rogers will have an opportunity to take the ASVAB on campus in early December. So, any students watching, if you want to take the ASVAB, you can still sign up for that. So, well, Jonathan, is there any other words of wisdom that you would like to leave with students at Rogers High School?
uh, don't be afraid to do whatever you want to do in life. Like
Hmm.
I didn't know what my calling was, and then it ended up being the Marine Corps. If the military is your calling, just go in it head first, give it your best. If you're not looking to join the military, if you do college or you're just going straight into the job force, uh, just there's going to be terrible days, then there's going to be amazing days. Just make the most of each day. So,
I love it. I love it. It's such good advice. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your service to our country. Obviously you guys are a special group, and so we're very grateful for you. So, but yeah, thank you, and we'll chat soon.
all right, thank you. Have a good day.